Good morning, everyone. Welcome the class today about rentals. That's what I've been invited to do. My name is Connie Nieto. I do want to share with you guys that if you have questions regarding trainings and products and services, you're always more than welcome to send us emails at trainers@miamire.com. Our train team, so you meet us. I'm sure that some of you have met, or you've come, or you've taken your member orientation. This is our trainer page, and on this page on the Miami Realtors website, miamirealtors.com/trainers, you have me, Christy, Tyson. You have the in-depth tech series that we offer, and then there's all of the up-and-coming trainings that are available, including Matrix, etc. This rental class is already recorded. We have a rental series, and that's available to you in youtube.com/miamitrainers. We always like to tell our brokerages as well that anything that we have here, anything that we have on the trainer website, you can add it to your YouTube and add it to a playlist if you're interested. So the other day we were talking about that you needed form simplicity, or maybe you're interested. You could search Form Simplicity on there and you could see what's available in English and in Spanish. And then you can watch from here, but at brokerage level, you could go ahead and save this to a playlist. So you belong to the association. We are your Miami trainers. That's our focus. And then the other thing is, these videos have really meant for us an opportunity to be able to always be available, because your transactions do not happen Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 like our classes. Most transactions don't happen at that time. So Form Simplicity, a rental class, I wanted to see if I put rental here, you can see that there is classes already available to you. I never want you to feel that you don't have access to something. The idea of the YouTube channel is to make sure that you always have, whatever time of day you need assistance, you have information available to you. For those of you on Zoom, you have the benefit that I can click and share the link. So any link I share, but that's also why I'm repeating them. When you come into Miami Realtors, another thing I want you to know is that the search bar has been optimized. The search bar has been optimized. You can now come in and you put rentals and it'll take you to the rental series, to the rentals page, etc. So you can come, and they have really worked on improving the search bar up here. All right. I wanted you to know that. Next, I want to bring you to the rental page, miamirealtors.com/rentals. We created this 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, right when we were coming back from pandemic. And it's because you, the members, started to ask us, the trainers, questions. Why is there such a difficult time with rentals? How quickly can I get my tenant screening? And we started to connect the dots and add items to a page where you can look for. These are products that you can use to do rental screenings: RentSpree, Rental Bees, TransUnion, My Rental, and Landlord Station, that you have access through to the gateway. So the same place that you log in to go to Matrix, you can look for this. The other thing I like to tell you that we added, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, a young lady came to me and she said, I have an investor and he wants to purchase for a short-term rental. Well, there are buildings in the city of Miami that have short-term rental, right? And we're slowly starting to add, as we gain more information, a list of buildings. We're starting to gather them. You have to give us time, because esas somos Christy, Tyson, y yo, when we're not working, supposedly. We're starting to gather that because we want to be able to add here, a place for you to see, because people do ask for that. Listen, I want to come to town. I want to stay for 2 weeks. And you may think, I'm not going to make anything out of this rental, but what if you help them rent short term and then they want to come and move or buy a property? You never know. So we have here a couple of informations on the city of Miami that does clearly provide information on short-term rental. There's information here on zoning facts for you to know. Okay. What this stirred was that we started to ask more questions. So we're asking at county level if they can provide us something as well, because I think we need it.
Yeah.
Where can you do short term? So can I do Airbnb or not? And by the way, just a reminder, realtors have always done short-term rental. The brand name that is known right now, it's Airbnb. Does that make sense? All righty. So the rental page. You know how I have legal updates? I'm gonna click through here and I'm gonna tell you the significance of this. Legal updates for rentals are important. We do have, do some of you work in Broward? Zoom, feel free to answer. Because we have the Broward Tenant Bill of Rights and notice. So you can click through here, right? And you'll get updates, pages, the resource pages, informations in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole. For rentals. Dile que le mando un
No, ya te
besito.
mando a ti.
Ah,
Dice,
bella.
dile que yo le mando un beso, que Sochi le mando un beso.
She's my Soshi.
Yeah. Sochi te yo le digo.
Mhm. I wanted to. No estamos ahí. Llegamos desde la página principal, no en el gateway. Mira la pantalla.
No, yo sé, pero si se le va directo para allá.
Porque tú tienes abierto ya. Entonces, en el segundo icono, puedes volver aquí, perdón, el primero, en el gateway aquí, you can go back to Miami Realtors. Alrighty. Here, what I wanted to show you, you type in rentals, you come to the rental page, the legal updates. I'm sure you're aware of this. I showed you the Broward ones, and let's scroll down and let me find Miami-Dade. Here it is, Miami-Dade. For those of you on Zoom, do most of you work in Miami-Dade? Okay, so here's the one for Miami-Dade, and this one also includes the paperwork. You have a copy of the letter. You have the county forms that you have to fill every time you do a rental now. You have to supply the tenant rights, and they're available in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole. So you just come into here and click. And I wanted you to know here, there's the rules, what are the rules for pricing increase, and how you have to go into the rules and make sure, and then any other questions that you may have. Okay.
I have it in the packages.
Perfect. All righty. Now we're back to rental. Another thing I wanted to show you was, let me click back over one here. Another thing I always like to show you is there's information from Florida Realtors here. There's information on NAR assistance. There's articles from Inman, right? Working with rentals and lease properties, tips for a walkthrough. So sometimes your customer is like, no, yeah, let's go. I don't care. This is just advice. Whenever you're going to buy, sell, or rent a property, these are just 12 things that you should worry about. So an example, are all the outlets working? Los enchufes. Are all of them working, right? Something else that it tells you here, and this is good, you could provide this to your customer. Take your contract with you and confirm all the items you're agreeing on. Start inside, open and close doors and windows. How many times you don't go open a door and it just doesn't work, or it's stuck, and then when you return the property,
They say,
it's you. So that's why test the heating and air conditioning, confirm all appliances are working, test switches, electrical outlets, smoke detectors, faucets, flush toilets. Yes, lo del agua, very important. Confirm tub shower sinks drain properly, check the exterior, and then confirm what they're responsible for. Sometimes you go to rent and it's beautiful, the landscaping, but are you responsible for that? Is the association going to take care of that? Do you have to maintain it? So ask questions. So all of that is on the rental page.
Very good.
Additionally, there are classes that we offer. Remember that we have a 601 class for Matrix that's dedicated to looking at rentals in Matrix, okay? And then video recordings of what we have. And there's a statistics here I always like to share. Nearly half of the US adult population lives in a rental. 1 in 3 adults in the US is a millennial. Millennials are 3 times more likely to rent than previous generations, and they like to rent in affluent areas. They rent for convenience. Entonces, if they want to be close to XYZ, they'll pay more to be close to that place. So the mindset is a little different. Okay. All righty. Esa es la página. That's the rental page. Now I'm going to go ahead and get in. And there are two rental beast items here.
She's gonna start again.
Hi. Hi. Here you have rental beast, and this first one, the first icon that you open here, brings you to data and market stats. So when people ask you what's the going rate in our coverage area, remember that our coverage area is Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, and San Lucie. And your Miami market, there are currently 14,000 listings in the MLS for rentals, and there are a total of 25 in Rental Beast. To get access to what Rental Beast has that the MLS does not have, you have to pay to access. But what I want you to know is that historically, half of the rentals always are in the MLS, and we've seen a rise in rentals in the MLS because since more people, you have to pay more. They want to work with a realtor that'll help them do the tenant screening and the paperwork.
Oh, I didn't know that they have, like.
We keep them,
Yeah.
they have access to additional information, so you could upgrade and see what they have. So someone could be telling you, I want to rent here, or they want to rent from a rental community, and we don't have that
But
in
they
the
do.
MLS, but they do. They gather the data. You have to just pay for it. The other thing they have here to tell you is medium rental rate. A 1-bedroom, $2,300. 2-bedroom, $2,900. And a 3-bedroom, $3,600. Okay. Esta estadística, this statistic here, the reason that I find it important is that when people tell you, oh no, I want to rent a 1-bedroom for $1,000.
Not happening.
Ni siquiera en efficiency. So it's one of those things that, but you cannot just say that. You can take a copy of this and say, listen, this is what's happening in the market. They also have access here to more market data. So you can click through, right? And this brings you to a slide where you can see the activity and how it's changed from last year to this year, right? The number of active listings, the medium rental, right? 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. Now, what I really like about this is that you can come to the very bottom and you see the share button here.
Mhm.
So if you click on here, you can download a link. You can put it on an email, Twitter, or Facebook. That's the first one, the share. And then this one is to download, and you can download an image, right? I always like to show.
Tony, we have Nicole would like to see, how did you get to that page? If you can, when you're done showing that, go back to the.
We'll go back completely. I was here in the gateway.
Yeah, I'm in rental.
All right. And it's the first Rental Beast icon. So from this icon here, I got the market data from here, and then there's a more market data.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to close up some of the windows so I don't get confused. So I can keep on showing you. The statistics are great. This is for our coverage area. You have rent per room, right? So the first thing I wanted to show you was the shareable, and that was to Twitter, Facebook, or via email. The second one here, you can download the image, and I'll do it again so you can see it. And one of the reasons that I like this, let me make sure that all of you can see it. Do you see it here?
Mhm.
This is the appropriate size for Instagram. But this is also good for when you're working with someone who wants to rent and you want to share some information with them, you can. Or for an investor who's looking, you can also download it and you can make it a PDF and you can make it a PowerPoint slide. The PowerPoint slide, this view, or you can choose a different view, right? You download and it will create a PowerPoint slide. Miami dashboard, the day you created it, and the file. Some of you like to do presentations on PowerPoint. There's no limit to what you can do. Now, we don't have access to obtain other information. We just have what's here, but I like to show you. So that was the first Rental Beast icon. Then there's the second one. The second Rental Beast icon, you come and open, you close these out. And this is the one that has the tenant screening. one of the things that's attractive about this tenant screening is that if your customer makes an offer and it's not accepted, within 30 days, they only pay that one time because you can come back at another address and they'll send it to you. So it's not easy to rent right now, right? You submit the offer, they don't accept it, and then the person has to apply again. So if some applications are $40, $30 or whatever it is for the tenant screening, doing that a couple of times can get a little expensive. So if it's within 30 days, if you do it in Rental Beast, dentro de los 30 días, you can reuse it. You fill out the information again, and when it notices the same emails, it doesn't charge them again, okay? Now, you apply now, you start your first application by clicking, and then the property contact needs to be you. You, the realtor that's doing the tenant screening or working the tenant screening with the customer. Because if not, you're not gonna get the tenant screening. So the property contact is you. You put your first name, last name, email address, you confirm it, and your phone number. Okay, you are the property contact for your customer.
Okay.
I like to make that clear, just to
yeah.
make sure. And then the property address, you put the info, the applicants, you can add additional applicants. And that is the customer, the email, and the phone number. This means that you do not touch the personal ID of the customer. This sends them, just like the other systems that we use, an email. They click on the link and then they fill out their personal ID and information. So you don't need to know their social. You don't have to know their license number. They click through there, and in 30 minutes or less after they pay, you get the tenant screen. Some things I like about here. You can come to a dashboard that brings you back here. That's where you start an application. You can do a search. So you can come and do a search the same way you do in MLS. And let's say we're in Doral right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do Doral. And let's say I'm looking for 3 bedrooms, right? And I want it to be active. You can search by availability date. There's additional filter items that you can look for. And then you can click search. And you're going to see that there are 238 in the MLS, and there are 62 in Rental Beast. So this gives you a little different view. You click through here. It's a different view, right? This is a rental. It might be your connection. I have to see your computer. I just selected Doral. Did you do something else?
No.
Here, put the computer here so I can see it. Give me a second. 3-2 active search. Unlock complete access to your owner. Does anybody else have that issue?
Do you have anything? No.
No?
I'm not there yet.
No.
I was just looking at the screen.
Yeah.
It's easier for me.
Yeah.
It's
I get lost.
Yeah.
I lost track of my computer.
It's better to look
Yeah.
And remember, I'm
Okay.
recording.
So easy to do this
and
share
pay
this.
attention, yeah.
No, I
so-
can, no puedo.
yeah.
Entra aquí, mira, entra este.
Yeah.
Here. Ajá.
Let me see if I have the same problem.
Entonces, entra. Baja.
Ni siquiera me abre ahora.
Search.
Pero que mire aquí,
Yeah.
nada.
No, but she couldn't do a search, so I'm worried.
No, te pone-
Yeah.
Just 1 second, just one. So I'm gonna pick it. Search.
Okay.
She doesn't have any access. Yo voy a necesitar que
Sí,
tú me
por eso-
escribas a mí.
Por eso
Porque
yo te dije
eso
que
no-
podía hacerlo.
Okay, that's fine.
Sí,
Alrighty. No, I don't know. We have to check. A eso hay que escribirle a Rental Beast. Yo no puedo, pero ella sí pudo.
sí.
Yeah, that has to do with, we might have to clear your cookies. So I can stay a little later and do it. How did you get to this page? Oh no, that was a question from before. Nice thing about this, you can apply. The apply is for the application. You can do it right from here. You can email it, you can print it, and you can share a link to a customer. Okay? So of course, I just want to show you that you can do it. So I want you to understand all the rentals that are in the MLS are in Rental Beast.
Oh, okay.
So, but they have additional ones. So if I come back over here you have these additional 62 in Doral. And if you're interested in these, you would have to go ahead and click. So you see how it says Rental Beast, click, and that's when you would have to upgrade if you were interested in additional info. Now, what's in the MLS, of course, you get for free. Now, why is this an advantage? The idea of having additional listings, sometimes your customer wants something. And if they are here, there is some info on commission. You can see if it's the owner manager, you can see the pricing, right? And you can share the listing. So if it has a little Rental Beast, it means it's just in Rental Beast. Now, not everybody works rentals 24/7. So if you wanted the Rental Beast one, and I come into here and do this, I want you to see what the upgrades include. Rental Beast Premium, the listings, right? Your MLS, etc. And then upgrade to Pro. And this is the subscription info. So, yep. But I have to be fair. I'm just here to indicate.
$50 a month.
Okay. So just to let you know.
Una cuenta que dan.
Okay. Now, the other things I do like here, if you do the application, once it's complete or the process, you see the application in this section. I only have one that I did for as an example, right? To be able to show you guys, but it'll give you the info here. It'll tell you the renter has accepted, but has not begun entering the info. So you know where the status is. So you can call and say, I sent you the link. You haven't responded. There's sometimes that you have a bad email. I had a lady in class the other day. My customer is not getting the listing. And I go, can you send me one? Whatever, you start to test. And then I go, what's the customer's email? And she said, mira, en medio esto, he gave me this. And I go, it says 1, 2, 3, 4. And you only put 1, 2, 3 at the end. So it was like Hector something, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y ella solo había puesto, she had only put 1, 2, 3. That is normal. And I go, just go and correct it and send it again. And she goes, I'm so embarrassed. And I go, no, had you not asked the question and thought the system doesn't work, my customer's not getting it, this is horrible, that's worse than asking. And that's why two sets of eyes see better than one pair. And so somebody had to tell you, right? But because if not, you feel it doesn't work. So here you have info on the application. I like that they have an education section. What is this good for? How many of you here continuously? I work with a renter. Let me convert them into a buyer. And how exactly can I do that? Well, they have a whole training area here, converting renters to buyers, from leads to lease, renter representation, standalone courses that you can learn. So there's a whole area here for additional learning if you're interested, and that's free. Education. So you're here in Rental Beast, education. We need to eliminate all your cookies, and I'm going to have to give you Rental Beast's number. You are our exception. I'm sorry, but I do want you to get access. But you have the info here. Okay. And you can learn, you can click why renters are potential buyers and how to identify them. So there's a whole bunch of info for you additionally here. These are the two big components of Rental Beast, the statistics, right? And then that you have the university, that you can do the application, etc. Now, how many of you think this is nice or whatever, but you need additional info? I want you to know that we've never had as many tenant screenings or tenant information before, because you have now the Rental Beast, and then you can scroll down here and you have Landlord Station, My Rental Tenant Screening, Rent Spree, which is connected to Form Simplicity, right? And you have TransUnion here. So you have 4 plus Rental Beast. Why do I show you this? A lot of you use this. It's not because I know a lot, it's because we know where you guys click when you go in. A lot of you use this one. What is Landlord Station? Landlord Station is meant, if you're a property manager, this is a property management tool that gives you as a realtor 1 free background check a month. But if you have a couple of properties, let's say you're a property manager, you can use Landlord Station. You just come and sign up, right? And there are the items that you get for free and the discounts for being a Miami member. And the next time you come in, you sign in as a landlord, you use your password. It's your email. One that you create. Hold on a second. Okay, and here you can do new screening. Now, what's nice about this program is maybe you have an investment that you rent through the MLS. Maybe you have customers that always give you the property to rent. So you're continuously renting this property. You may not property manage. You can add the property here and manage what's going on. But you can also do a rental screening and you have one $28 credit a month. But look at the pricing for the other ones. 45, 55, 35, 45, 65. I always like to show that. I'm going to come back and then you have the TransUnion. You have access to it. You can start it up. You can log in and it tells you there the rental screening prices, right? Oh, they submitted a pin to me. Let me go back. Here are the prices. $42.99, $39.99, $24.99. See. Then you come back over here, right? And you have rent spree. If you noticed, I did not pick my rental time screen. I'll do that last.
Mhm.
And you have here tenant screenings, right? Screen tenants. And then the pricing. Okay. $38. And then you come back into here. And this is the one that's most popular because you guys click on it. And you have here tenant screening and $24.49, but it includes eviction, previous address history, terrorist check, multi-state sex offender, credit report, applicant pay option, safe rent, average score, and landlord applicant. So the price is a given, not just for you. That's price isn't for you. It's for the customer. Yeah. So if you have 3 adults, all 3 need their background check. Anybody over 18, that's already $75. But that's $75 for 3. While one of the other ones was $65. So I get why this one is used. They all have the same process. You select, right? You fill out information for the address. You fill out the applicant information. You click to send and the applicant can pay. And they all offer the service of 30, 40 minutes or less that it comes back to you. The only difference that I know of is that Rental Beast one is a little more expensive, but if they have to reapply because they didn't get accepted in one rental and they need another application, you can use it within 30 days again. Okay? Yeah, no, I didn't know that. I knew that the other one you could, but you have access to all of these. Now, rentals. Let's come into the MLS and let's get you some info. Do you ever have a question on somebody asking you, oh, how much does it cost to rent in this area?
Oh, yeah.
No sé si quiero comprar o quiero arrendar. I don't know if I want to buy or if I want to rent. I don't know how much it is in this. I want to show you a couple of things that you can do in Matrix, right? If I could find Matrix. Here we go.
Yeah, because every time. We have to. find out
Yeah,
what it is.
your best friend is Control F or Command F, and you put here what you want. Así lo encuentras rápido. That's how you find it fast. Control F on any website that works. So let's say you're looking for something on a website, Control F or Command F will open a search bar, and that'll help you look, and it highlights it. Yo se los digo, I tell you, because I open Matrix all the time, and sometimes you're looking for something that you always see, and you're looking, and you're like, no lo veo, I can't see it. Control F, Command F. Eso help. All righty. ¿Verdad? Si no aprendieron nada más, if that's all you learn, that's good. One thing, right? Una cosa. Righty. Let's do a search here. First, I want to start by showing you something that could be a good tool for you to push people that are renting to buy. So you could come into the system and do, let's say, a cross property search. So cross property quick. And this will do a search of everything, right? It's single family, condo, multifamily, residential, whatever's available. I always teach to do this in a rental class because though that person may be looking to rent, your job is to push them to. So I'm going to do active, closed, and rented. And what I'm going to do is a half a mile from here, from the address for the office, because I like to show you that you don't have to stick to one thing, right? You can put here 10369. Let's say that this was my central office, and I'm telling you that I want to live here, right? Oh no, I'm going to have to put. All right, here we go, Doral. You see how it appeared? I click on it, right? So now I'm looking half a mile. What's happening? Active, closed, and rented. And let's say that I want to do 365 days. By the way, anybody who works with investors, people want to do flips, we're having a new class. We're just brought it back on working with investors, and we're showing you how to get information from the MLS to see if people have flipped or not in an area so that you can prepare to work with your investor, right? Not just RPRs evaluate, but how to use what you have in Matrix to see if an area does have flips, if people are buying and selling quickly, and then if the same address is showing up. Por si les interesa. I'm not teaching it. Lo está enseñando Christy, but we created the class together, and y creo que es we'll look in the calendar, but I think it's the 27th. Okay, now we have active, closed, and rented. I'm going to click on results. All right. I see I have commercial, I have rental. Look how beautiful. Do I want to work hard or do I want the system to work hard?
The system.
Claro. So then I click here on all, because if I click just here, I'm only going to get the 25. If I click on all, I get everything. And then I come to the bottom, print. CMA one-line summary report, print a PDF. Now, this is not a CMA. Claro, you can. Yes, I'm going to email it here. Look, I'm going to email it so you can see email, but never email without looking.
Oh, yeah.
Because then they call you and they tell you, oh, but line, I don't know what says this. You go, you lost a customer. So a lot of the times I try to tell you guys, email after you've presented. You present and give the info first.
Okay. Read it first and then.
Yes, because and you show it to them first. Like you could do a Zoom with someone and show it. And if they're interested, then I would send. But you feed them without you giving an explanation. And they start with the ifs, ands, and the buts. No, and let me show you what there is and explain. So here I'm going to put Doral. Sí, pero tú sí se lo puedes mandar. I'm doing it here so you can see. Look. I love it when they do for a subdivision because I put half a mile from here, but you can draw on the map so you can see everything that's happening. Alrighty, let me look so you can see it here. I should have gotten it. Look how quickly it gets. They get it like this with a little one home in it, and they view the report. I wanted you to see it. Este es el correo. This is what they got. This is you sending them the report. Okay. And then here is the report. Now, I have to make it big because, okay, I love this for a couple of reasons. There's business brokerages, right? There's commercial, industrial. You can remove that if you want. I always like to show people that there's activity in an area, but I wanted you to see what you could generate. There is one single family property for sale. There has been 3 that have closed. Median price, 710,000, lasting 42 days, right? Price per square foot, $327.66. Low, 695, high, 685. Active condo, townhouses, and villas, there's currently 5 and have closed 40 at 97% of price, 97.6% of the price. So almost at the price that they were set to sell, lasting an average of 33 days, right? The low is 240, the high is 607. The typical price is 365. ¿Trabajamos duro o trabajamos eficiente? This is efficient, not lazy.
No.
That there's a huge difference because you're a realtor, you paid, you learn, because someone told me, oh, esto está facilito, esto como de vago. I'm like, because how much did you do to get access to this? No. Residential rental, there are 16 available, right? These are all that have rented. 86, lasting 38 days on the market. Medium price for rental, 2,800, 2,000, and 30,000. That 30,000 we would have to look at, right? What I like about this, you have here listing, the address, beds, bath, square footage, year built, price per square foot, original price, the list price, the sold price, percentage. So this is the percentage. They had it for rent to 2,000. It rented at 2,000. It's 100% from the original. And how many days on the market? I think it's great, right? So you show them, this is what's available, right? This is what it's costing. And then if you would purchase at the price that you could buy. One report. Okay, how can you use this for an investor who's seeking to buy and wants to know what price to rent? For someone renting, so you can see what's going on with a rental and also tell them, listen, we should put you on a plan to buy. And here's a reason why you can probably buy in the same place that you're going to rent, right? And then for anyone seeking info, people that love to ask you, ay, ¿cómo está en el mercado en esta zona? How's the market in this area? What's going on? Well, what do you mean what's going on? Like near the mall? And you could do half a mile around and say, I can give you this, but you don't have to work hard and you can get a lot of info from here. You like it? And it's efficient. Okay?
Nicolás,
Dime.
¿cómo llegaste ahí? Yo sé que lo
Con
marcas y todo.
paciencia. Look, I'm gonna go back. The most important, any questions from Zoom? Oh, I have 15 of you. How nice.
Sí, no, ya lo
Yes.
tengo, sí,
So
ya lo tengo.
what I want you to see is first, the criteria was, and you can change it, active, closed, and rented,
Ujú.
0 to 65, and half a mile from here.
0 to
0 to 365, un año.
No, it's
Automatically.
Not right now.
Not.
You can do 6 months.
What is your recommendation?
Currently,
Yeah.
I would do a year.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because people want to see if prices have come up or down,
Okay. That's
and they
good.
have not come down.
That's good to know.
And this is a way to show them. This is not a CMA. This is not a CMA. This is a study of what's happening in the area. Esto es un estudio, because I didn't compare one bedroom to one bedroom. We're not doing a CMA. We're doing a study, half a mile from the office, of what's happening. So it's different. There you can tell them, look, I can do a comparison to the properties you're interested in, but you wanted to know what was happening half a mile from wherever, or a mile. This is what's occurring. Half a mile is good.
Yeah.
Now, I did it from here. That's just because I'm here with you guys. I don't want you to see. But you could always come to the map and say, espérate un segundito. I know this is here, and you can zoom in and decide, I only wanted what's over here. So you can come and draw on the map. I just wanted you to see that you could do half a mile around. This is perfect for those people that say, oh, I went to see my cousin, or I went to see my friend, y me encantó. I love the place where she was at. Can you tell me what's happening in that area? Well, I'm not going to spend 2 hours doing a report for you. Not that I don't want to, but not if I can do this. So I come in and I go, where did you go? Give me the address so I can see what's going on.
Mhm.
And you do half a mile around.
And that report is easy to know, to understand.
And
right?
you read it well, you know what it's about, and then you can explain it to the customer. Because you know what the columns are. To me, it's easy. So I got the report. I came to results. I selected all, not just what's on the page. And then I went to print. And then it's CMA 197 report.
How many is 174? No?
Where do you see 174? Oh,
Wait,
listings.
174 listings.
Uh-huh.
That is not too much to send that?
You're not
Yeah,
sending,
listings.
this is not a
Just the line.
search.
Yeah.
This is not a search. This is to tell them what's happening in the area. Los precios que hay de arriendo es un estudio.
Oh.
Es un estudio de mercado. It's a study of the market. But half a mile from where you want, or a quarter of a mile from where you want, or in the building you're interested in, because you can use this as well. Let me show you. Any of you work rentals in buildings? You can do the same report. Watch, I'll come back out. So I'm gonna clear it so you see it again. We'll do it from scratch. Search, cross property quick. But ahora que vieron, todo el mundo está interesado. That's how it works, right?
No, es súper interesante, justamente he ido a mí.
Active, closed, rented. And let's say if you had 10 buildings that you were doing, you could put 10 buildings addresses here. But look, 500 Brickell. I think it's 495. Siempre me gusta porque those buildings have movement, so you guys could see stuff. So, and I'm only doing 180 days. Now, I just told you that people have been, oh no, but prices have gone down, right? And you can never tell a customer, no, you're wrong, but you can show them statistics, right? So you can come into here, and that's why you do a year. And this is a study of these two buildings at once. So I come into here, I do the results. And now, what do I do again? All. Come to the bottom, print. Mhm. Ya se lo sabe.
I used to do that for brochure.
Print to PDF. Y aquí me va a dar problema porque my PDF isn't working with this. I don't know what it did. And here, I'll send it to myself so you guys see it. And this can be, you know, a Brickell of 495 and 500. Right?
Oh, you can.
Okay. The reason I like this is that depending on where the customer is at, this is info to get started. And once they like what you provide, you can have a conversation flow. But if you don't give good statistics, the customers know a lot. They're coming to you for convenience. You are like a concierge. It's a service industry. Entonces, uno tiene que proveer información fácil. You have to be the giver, provider of info that's efficient and quick, because they know what prices are out there. You just have to prove a point, and then you earn trust. This is about alliance trust and providing a service. And this is a way to do that, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see if I got my other one. Here it is. So you see what the customer gets? If you were to send it to them, I like to show you. And here's a report. So in these two buildings, there are currently active 31 listings, the low from 615,000 to 3,000,007, which probably will include a penthouse or whatever, but that's fine. You're telling them what's happening. Closed in the last 6 months, 50, I'm sorry, 92 days from 425,000 to 1,000,008, a median cost of 690. So if someone comes to you and tells you, I want to buy a condo in these two buildings for 300, I'm so sorry. But I don't have to say anything but to show them here. It's not the reality of the buildings. Residential rentals currently in both, you have 42 actives. So these are prime buildings that though people live them, they're good for rentals. People want to be there. This is in the financial district. You come downstairs, you go to work, you go upstairs, you're done. If you want to, so there's activity here. So for someone who's looking to invest, this is not a bad place to be, because you always have what? Turnaround. And then rented, 171 units, 48 days on the market, low of 2,700, high of 12,000, medium price of 4,400. By the way, this included the 1-bedroom, the 2-bedroom, the 3-bedroom. You could do this report in Matrix and you could isolate it and say, I want just the 1-bedrooms. Because you can come to criteria. So if they're telling me I only want a 1-bedroom, you will come in and put 1 and create the report for them. But the first thing that you provide is a study. This is what's really happening in the area. You like?
Like. How to print it. To email that.
Like from here, Mira,
Go back.
you can,
Uh-huh.
if you, I always tell you to look at it first. You do not want that customer to call you and you not know what they're talking about. At least a median price, right? And how many days it took to sell or rent. So you can download this
Oh.
and save it. You can print it. And then from Matrix, look here, results, right? I'm going to select all, print, and the same feature. I did that. Here's a CMA one-line summary report, print a PDF. That's the printing, or come here and email it. Cualquiera de los dos, either or, okay? Ese es el reporte que elegimos. One bedroom, right? 495 and 500 brick. Okay. No, está grabado. Yo la próxima semana se los mando. No soy tan cruel.
Tengo la idea de los olvidos, eso no sé. Parecido, ¿no? No, sí, sí, pero después dice, otro caminito. Después le llamo ahí.
Look. I wanted to show you this, lo de un cuarto, because we have 7 active, 113 days so far in the market. And we have 22 closed, 75 days on the market. Y el precio típico de un cuarto de one room is, I mean, $590K.
Oh my God.
And then, so you can compare one or the other. Do I buy a 1-bedroom or do I buy a 2-bedroom? El de dos te conviene because the other price was just 6 something. That's not a lot more than this, but that's how you get the info. Residential rental, there's 15 that are active, right? And they've rented. Ya los ojitos no me dan pa más. Sorry. 83, 30 days, 38 days on the market, and an average rental price of $3,600. So if someone tells you, I want to rent a 1-bedroom here for $2,500, you're going to say, no. No hay. Okay. ¿Les gustó? Sí. I didn't want to just come and teach you rental beast. I know you wanted it, but you can't just do that. You need things like this to be able to assist and help with what your customers need. So I hope it's been useful. All righty. More stuff. Let's talk about more stuff. Matrix. Something new. I don't know if you guys have seen. Let me come back here. If you click more, you now have access to Intermatrix in Georgia.
Say that again.
Okay. I'm not going to be cruel. You do not have rights to sell in Georgia unless you're licensed and you have a brokerage there. But we live in a state where people will buy property in other states or maybe interested in a little piece of land or etc. And you have access now just from your MLS to Intermatrix. This allows you to see the searches, right? This is just to view, it's view access. There is a whole page dedicated to Intermatrix. So I'm going to take a minute and come back into our homepage and show you that there's an Intermatrix link. It's miamirealtors.com/Intermatrix. It'll explain to here what this feature is, what you can do, what you can see as far as listings, what about compensation. So it has all of your answers. For those of you on Zoom, I'll send a link. We did a video in English already, and we did one in Spanish. It's on YouTube. They were going to put it on Miami Realtor Live. So when you come to YouTube, this is the video that's playing. It's us explaining, because the minute people see that, people are in vacation mode still. But the minute they come back and they see, we wanted you guys to be aware. There is the click, like I told you, you log into Matrix like this and it's up here, Intermatrix. It will bring you to the Matrix, right? You do have, I think it's 24 counties around the Georgia area. And that's why I tell you to go visit miamirealtors.com/Intermatrix. You can run a search, right? This is to view only. This is one of the first exchanges with another MLS that the association is doing, but we want to show you that you have partnerships in other areas. You can come, the search is, it's Matrix, works much the same. You can do a search. So you could look for a lease, for residential income, for land, etc. Since the class is leased, let's go peek at what rentals are over there. Siempre que están mirando, you have to be in the know, right? So we'll do residential lease. And we only have access to first multiple listing from Georgia, so you can select the others. And let's look at how much, let's see, active, the location, price, bedroom. So let's say I want two. There are 380 currently active. Okay, and let's pick something like a single family residence. There's 43. You click the results. Right? Y los precios,
With the highest.
1,450,
Oh.
and the lowest 6,500. You have to wonder where they're at. Right, so here you have the view. Esto es bueno para sacar idea, excuse me, Zoom. But this is always interesting. What I like about this and what I want to share with you is, if you're a realtor and you say that you have nothing to do, come to class, we'll give you plenty of homework. Because there's always something else to do. Always something else. Now, that was my extra. Do you want an extra?
Always.
Vamos a hablar. Rebo Gateway is a tool.
We have Naples and, you know.
Sí, sí,
those
pero
are the
hay que
ones that
empezar,
we really,
hay que
really-
empezar a soñar.
I know.
Rebo Gateway, but I wanted you to see that you had it because, you never know. Rebo Gateway. And then I'll open if you have questions to anything I may have said. Rebo Gateway allows you to have statistics when you log into here, right? If you do not see that you can log in, you put that you forgot your password, okay? I'm gonna click on login so that you can see. What does this provide you? For free, you could upgrade like everything, but for free. You could come and get a radius, a boundary, an area, or clear your search. So you could do a radius, a boundary, or area. If I wanted to, I could do it by zip code, as you would do it by area. Or if I want a distance from a location, I could do a radius. What's nice about this, I'm gonna do an area search. And you can come into here, you can choose your county, and you could do a zip code. So this is 333
70.
78, 333 78
178.
178. That's what I thought. 331 7. I know I had put it wrong. So I selected here. And do I want to do single family or condo? Single family? Okay. And what this allows you to see is when you're looking for turnover rate, which means activity in an area, you want to make sure that there is 7% or more. We teach this in a prospecting and farming class, and we teach it in customer engagement. Why? As much as we think that we could change everything on the planet, if you're looking at a subdivision or area that has 7% or less turnover rate, do I really want to market or spend my marketing dollars there or try to work in an area where people aren't moving or selling or, okay? So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to click to search. And this one we had access to years ago. And for about 4 years, you couldn't click, it wasn't working, whatever. They were upgrading. So that's why I'm showing it to you, because it's back. And this area, one of the things that I like, if you work an area, you should really know the average price, the average amount of years people have owned. And this gives you everything in one. Let me move here so you guys can see. So we look at the turnover rates over 7, right? You could see the name of the subdivision, right? And then I'm going to move over this way a little, right? Turnover rate, number of homes, total sales, average price, average year owned. So how many years of properties are owned, right? And if people live or not in the area. So you like it?
So the place that has a 24 point something, what does that mean?
That there's plenty of sales going on. There's 57 homes, 14 have sold. So that's the turnover rate, meaning that it's high. So people in that area move. So then that's a good location probably for me to do some farming and prospecting, because people do move. There are certain locations where people live, they plant roots,
Yeah.
and as much as you would like to, you're not gonna move them from there.
Yeah.
This helps you analyze this.
King's Court.
Sí. Sí, eso está por aquí, sí.
And Kendall.
Sí,
Nobody moves.
sí, nobody
Nobody
moves. No.
Well,
Yeah, I lived in, my
King's Court.
parents had a house in Charlestown. It was on Killian and 137. They lived there 20 some years. My parents left. You go back, we still had the neighbors from when I was in high school. Claro, we visit because a lot of our friends live there. We lived there forever. And my mom always says that if there was a place that she would like to go back, it would be there because she would feel at home, safe.
Yeah.
Era un reparto. It was a very small community. It had townhouses in the middle, little single family, 0 lot line houses around. And we lived in front of a little park on the cul-de-sac. Niña, the things that we would do there. Everybody would bring a black garbage bag, and at 9 o'clock when all the parents were gone, one soap y una manguera. And we would have the largest slip and slide in the world.
Oh, my God.
Nothing happened to us. You know, sé cómo. We would nail the things because we didn't have. And we were not, there was nobody missing anything there. Ahí era el palacio, le decía a mi mamá del Capri Sun. She could not buy Capri Sun, they wouldn't last. But, so she loves it. People don't leave there. So this is a great tool to see, all right, here's the location, right? It doesn't give you more because that's when you have to start to upgrade, but you get the name of the subdivision. Now, if you know IMAP, I could start looking for that subdivision in IMAP and I could get the list of all the homeowners, remove the recent sales and talk to everybody else. So instead of sending out a mailer, right, to 16, I'll only send to 12 and I'll let them know that I'm a realtor in the area. But this also tells you where I should be working. I'm not going to work with those people that don't want to sell. There's 0 here.
Wow.
But I wanted you to see that. And this was just because I came to do a search. Okay, that was my cherry on top. All right.
So much.
¿Les gustó?
Yeah, amazing.
I think I come back soon.
Yeah, you are.
I come back soon. Esa clase que le dije yo de customer engagement, una serie de 3. There's 3. No. Well, you guys on Zoom, thank you so much for coming out, for listening in. I'll try to get the recording to Edia next week when I come back from my little mini vacation. Have a great rest of the week and happy sales and rentals to you. Thank you. See you later.